The president is fishing on a ship. The bodyguard Mike is patrolling nearby. Suddenly, something flew from the sky. The people on the ground thought it was a bat. Mike took a closer look. Where is the bat? This is clearly a group of drones. He hurriedly called his men to evacuate with the president. But it's too late. This group of drones has already flown in front of him. The people on the ground hurried to shoot, but the goal is too small. It can't be stopped at all. At this time, a mysterious person pressed the button not far away. Then, this is a drone carrying a bomb. Under their close and crazy attack, no matter it's the people on the ground or the people on the ship, none of them survived. At this time, the drone locked Mike on the ship. But the strange thing is, next, they turned around and left. Mike was confused. What's going on? He didn't have time to think. This group of drones flew to the president again. Mike quickly ordered his men to push the president into the water. At the moment when the president fell into the water, the attack came. Mike jumped into the river and swam to the president. Then, he led the president into the water. But the drone continued to bomb the water. After the explosion, the two lost consciousness. But fortunately, the rescue arrived in time. Both of them are just in a coma. Life is not a big deal. Soon, Mike woke up first. But he found himself wearing a handcuff. What's going on? FBI agents came in. They suspect that this case is related to Mike because they found a drone launch vehicle not far from the crime scene. And there was a hair on the control panel. The control panel belongs to Mike. Not only that, Mike's overseas account has been transferred to $10 million for no reason. So, they have a reason to believe that Mike was hired by someone to plan this presidential assassination case. Mike was speechless. Such an obvious frame-up. Are you blind? Even the black girl ignored him, turned around and left. Mike, who only left a confused face, exploded in place. In this way, Mike will be transferred to another interrogation location as a suspect. The 3 police cars quietly transferred the suspect while the night was still bright. But what they didn't know was that someone had been watching them. The mystery man invaded the control panel of the police car. The police car suddenly stopped on the road. Then, a group of unknown bandits suddenly appeared. They quickly killed all the escorts, then took Mike away forcibly, to create the illusion that he was rescued by his accomplice. Originally, Mike was accused of assassinating the president, and this time, he was even more convicted. But Mike couldn't be manipulated. He suddenly attacked and quickly solved the bandits in the back row. Then, he took the gun of one person and solved the other 2. Then, he took off the assault rifle, took out the pin inside, opened his handcuffs, and then he opened the bandage of the bandit. He found that he actually knew this person, because this person belongs to the private security force of his friend White. Could it be that the mastermind behind all this is White? At the same time, the police also found that Mike was rescued, immediately started a comprehensive search for him. They also found 10 million in the account of Mike, a state-owned bank from Moscow. It seems that this matter is also related to Russia. On the other hand, White received a call from a mysterious man. The other party was furious and accused him of being unfavorable. As expected, all this was planned by White. Their original plan was to kill the president and frame Mike. However, the president is not dead now. Mike also ran away. The mysterious man was very angry. Let White find Mike immediately and kill him. At this time, Mike was in a deep mountain forest. He found his father. When his father was young, he went to the battlefield. But after the retreat, he was diagnosed with post-war syndrome. Due to fear of harm to his wife and children, he chose to hide here alone. After a few days of escape, Mike can finally adjust a little. The picture turned. At the press conference, the vice president directly appointed Mike as the main target of the assassination of the president. He also said that the Russian government was behind Mike. He decided to hire a private military contractor to help him take revenge on Russia, and this contractor is White. At the same time, White and the others also found a trace of Mike. He sent a team of assassins to kill them. Fortunately, Mike's father found the intruder through surveillance. Mike saw so many people. It was a dead war again. The old man smiled slightly. He said, "You are too tender." Then he took Mike outside. The enemies were getting closer and closer. The old man pressed the button in his hand. A group of enemies was immediately blown up. Then he pressed it again. Another group of enemies went to the west. Good guy. This hill was full of bombs by the old man. There was no dead end in all directions at 360 degrees. More than 20 assassins were killed in an instant. Mike was stunned. Zhang is really old. The next day, Mike and the old man deliberately came to a place with surveillance. They left the old man in a small house. When the FBI scouts followed the coordinates, they saw only a row of corpses and a line of words on the wall. The name of the old man's company was written on it. This is the clue left by Mike. Black girl knew about the old man's company. She thought maybe Mike was really framed, because once the war broke out, the most benefited was a private security force like the old man. She decided to investigate the old man carefully. Black girl was finally smart this time. But next, she did another stupid thing. 2 idiot policemen ran to reason with the employee. They didn't even talk to them. They shot him directly. Even the co-pilot was badly injured. Then the old man led the team to the car to assassinate the president. Because the president, who had just been seriously injured, woke up. The man behind the scenes knew that this news could not be kept. And this man is the vice president. He ordered the old man to find a way to get rid of the president, and Mike, who was fleeing at that time, also understood that once the president woke up, he would be killed again. So he hurried to save the president. Fortunately, Mike arrived at the hospital before the old man. He took a police officer to the president's floor. When he saw the chief of the SID, Mike chose to surrender. And he did this just to see the president. The president called Mike immediately after he knew it, and he gave him all the security tasks at the scene. He has no trust in Mike. After all, he can live until now. It's all because of Mike. Mike took action immediately after he got the power. But before he had time to evacuate the president, the old man took action. He controlled the air system in the hospital, let all the patients start to release oxygen. Then he heated the liquid nitrogen crazily. It seems that he wants to blow up the whole hospital. Mike found out the plan of the old man. He couldn't wait for the backup. They immediately evacuated with the president, but they were attacked by the old man as soon as they were ready to leave. The driver was shot to death, so they had to turn to the next building. After going in, Mike hid the president in a room. Then, he took the rest of the people to guard outside, but the old man's firepower was too strong. Mike and the others had no way to fight back. Mike had no choice but to use a preemptive tactic. He attacked from behind. At least he got the back. The old man saw that the time was tight. He blew up the gate of the guard. Then he rushed in to find the president, but they miscalculated. There was no one in the room. It turned out that this was all Mike's cover-up. What they were guarding was actually an empty room. The old man found out that he was injured, but it seemed that a large number of police had arrived. He had to evacuate to the roof with his men. There was a helicopter coming to pick him up, but before the old man got on the plane, the helicopter suddenly exploded. It turned out that Mike arrived in time. Now there are only Mike and the old man left. The long-standing comrades in arms fought a decisive battle, but soon, Mike's bullets ran out. He found the right time to approach the old man. After shooting the gun in the old man's hand, the two began to fight with each other. In the end, Mike was stabbed in the back by the old man. He won the battle. In this way, Mike successfully solved the crisis and cleared his name. In the end, the documents of the transaction between the old man and the vice president were found. The vice president was eventually sentenced to death. And because Mike did a great job, he was promoted to the director of the Special Investigation Bureau by the president and spent a wonderful life with his family.